When we last left off, Hillary,
Yes.
you stand atop the stone creature.
Having called the skies down upon these creatures.
Indeed. And the storm has answered your call. Rain is now beginning to fall in earnest. The drops hit you, each one of them like a fist from the sky. Your hat rattles with every drop that hits the brim. You breathe heavy. Your eyes are sort of refocusing. You feel the spirits of storms gathered round you. Ancestral tongues hiss at the back of your veins. Make an acrobatics roll for me.
That may not go well. Acrobatic. Looks like I have to go to. Come on, type. Ah, 14.
All right. In your, I'm going to be a little generous and call it not quite mania.
I think that is
climbed
very
up
just.
here, and now rain is falling on top of this moss slick statue.
I thought about this last night.
However, you keep your balance enough. You just like realize, okay, I'm high up.
All right. What are the guys doing down to my right? The leftover bad guys.
The one of the militiamen is like holding a gun on the forest where the creatures charged off out into the forest, singed and bleeding. The other, the woman, is holding a machete. She flicks it a couple times, and as rain begins to fall, she turns and looks up at you. And everyone just is sort of in this pregnant pause. Theo.
Theo? Hello.
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry. Hello, I'm here. Yes.
Our DJ.
You pant, holding the grip on this swiveling old rusted machine gun. The trail of smoke rising from the barrel. As rain falls, it hisses against it.
Can I see what's going on over by Hillary?
Not really. There's a lot of foliage.
Okay. Does it sound as though, obviously aside from the rain and the storms, does it sound like combat has ceased for now?
Yeah. The man turns ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
panting, having seen his life flash before his eyes, turns back to look at you, and you just lock eyes with him. He turns his gun.
I very slowly take my hands off of the machine gun.
He narrows his eyes for a second, just sort of waiting. And he starts to bring his arm up. And you hear Cece climb up onto the fuselage behind you. And he like stops and looks. And she just goes, "Well," and looks at you. And Theo, you see that she is drenched in sweat and pale, and she just slips and falls into the mud.
Oh.
Oh dear. I'll get down to help her.
The militiaman holsters his gun and comes over as well, cautiously.
I'll try and get her to her feet. Put an arm around her shoulders.
As you get to her, she is burning up.
Oh no. Saffron, is there anything you can do about this? You have some kind of
Yes.
thing, I know.
Shush. She'll jump over quickly. She's gonna use an Orath vial.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got 11. She's gonna use one of them. She'll gently
Alright.
put it to her lips.
As the Orath seeps past her teeth, she goes from murmuring indistinctly to now animatedly babbling somewhat incoherently. She certainly has more energy and seems more lively.
She needs rest.
Yes, and fluids, I think. She's burning up.
The Orath will help. But, it might take a little time.
We have boiled water at the camp.
Hot water won't help.
Boiled. Pure.
Right. Theo, I'll go and check on Hillary, make sure he's alive. You take her with him back. Call if you need me.
Okay.
Gently, like,
I'm
tucks
gonna
her
make
head
it-
behind Cece's ear before quickly leaving. Skibbity
That's
bop.
a... 1 second, I'm just making a quick intuition on this dude.
Mm-hmm.
That is... It was a 19 on the die for a
Alright.
26.
So, he is a career soldier.
Mhm.
He's not used to this loosey-goosey, no command structure stuff. This is when he this is the most out of his depth he's been, the most independent he's had to be, and he falls back on the only thing he knows, which is someone's sick. I should help.
Okay, lead the way.
He gets up, like he takes her under, like he like gets on the other side of her to help you carry her. The two of
Thanks.
you, like one arm underneath, like one arm over each of your shoulders.
Yeah, I'll just Go where he's taking us, I guess.
As her arm leans across his shoulder, he stops for a second and feels of her hand. Jalari.
Do I, with my studies of Indaran prior to this, do I know
Make
what that
an
is?
intuition.
Okay. 22.
All right. Make a religion roll, Hillary. Just I want to see if you also know this.
Okay.
Ooh.
Religion.
Oh, I like this track.
Aha, 13.
Okay. Make an arcane roll as well.
Arcane. Six. I will use a chance to. I roll fortune. I roll fortune.
One more. Make a nature roll.
Nature. Okay. I'm really good at that one. That was I got a 6 and a 9 in the last two rolls. I'm going to use fortune on nature.
All right.
And that is a 24.
Okay. So both of you know this. In Ostia, the nation that you come from,
Mm-hmm.
the way that they see the cornerstones of power, the five corners, the five pillars of power, infernal, divine, primal, arcane, and eldritch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
These are universal powers, so it's believed.
Oh.
They are everywhere. But not everyone interprets them the same way. In Indara, these are seen as five... The closest direct translation is breaths. 5 states of being. 5 ways of perception in yourself.
Interesting.
They would be desire, duty, instinct, knowledge, and spirit, basically. These are loose translations.
Is there
The original
instinct in
words
us?
have more meaning. Instinct, knowledge, and spirit.
Right, I'm just trying to match them up. What were the first two again?
Desire and duty.
So, beauty, instinct, knowledge, and spirit. Okay.
It's believed that you have to have a balance of all 5 of these things in order to realize your truest self.
But that's more of an Indaran belief system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what was it that he said?
He spoke the word that is the objective form of the verb to knowledge. The closest direct translation would be something along the lines of constructed.
Like he learned something.
Mm-hmm. Like he figured out something about one of your party members.
Oh, for God's sake.
Either it's a machine gun or it's a lightning bolt. He figured something out.
Yeah. He's not going to say anything, purely because he's offering to help at the moment, but
Yeah.
keep an eye on him.
Hillary.
Yes.
You begin to make your way down. Make an athletics roll for me.
Athletics. Okay, now I should
You can
screw
do it.
this one up. Athletics, there it is. And that is a... Dun, 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 dun. 10.
All right. You have a hard time at first until there's some rustling from beneath you, and one of the militiamen extracts a vine from within the overgrowth and pulls at it and pulls it free, and you grab onto the top of it up nearwards, and like they hold it steady as you head down.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you all. I appreciate this.
They are wary of you when you get down to the bottom, but the observatory botanist, she moves forward.
How are you doing?
Well
Who
enough.
are these people? Who are these people?
These are... well, were... the Red Blades.
And why have they come here? Do you know?
Fleeing the capital.
Yeah, but they've come here for a reason. There's something spiritual in this place to them.
You'll have to ask the captain.
Okay. And do I see the captain? Do I know which one she's referring to?
Is emerging back into like the smoking ruin.
Oh, he was back in the ruin?
No, from the TNT blast.
Oh!
Thanks, Sissy.
So he survived.
That he did.
As soon as he comes into speaking range, I will have...
Staff talked to him. This guy. So, are you talking about what you did up here? No. That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Yep. They are stepping out. You guys make your way over. Saf, you head over and you see that Hillary is being helped down. And the rain does not show any signs of relenting. It's like getting hard to see. This is no weather for fighting. Get inside. And he kicks open the door to the thatch hut behind him.
Oh, so we're going to the thatch hut rather than to the temple.
That is what he seems to be indicating.
Okay, well, I want to talk to him, so that's fine.
All right.
I want to get into the temple because there's something about this temple that attracted those creatures.
I'll get Cece inside.
As you get her
Yeah,
inside,
help
it
me.
seems like the RF has finally gotten over the energy boost part and is now making her more peaceful and her breathing more steady. But her fever is exactly as powerful as before. The man who was with you brings up water and stops short. You said you didn't need the pistol.
Not necessarily.
I'd feel better if this was a trade, he said.
Wait, do I still... Wait. I'm trying to remember what we're referring to here, because it's been a couple of weeks.
When he took your pistol...
Oh, yeah.
And then gave it back, you were like, I didn't even need this.
Yeah.
And so now he's saying, listen, if you say you don't need it, it at least make you feel better for you to not have it.
It has some sentimental value. I'll give it to you as long as I can have it back before we go. Puts your mind at ease.
If we either part as friends, or I die, you can have it back.
Okay, I'll hand it over to him.
He hands you the, it's like a wooden keg of water. When you pick it up, it is a keg made of river reed, which is similar to bamboo.
Hmm. I'll get Cece sat down. Give her the water.
He lays on one of the cots.
Just rest. You did good.
He turns, you see the captain turn to look across the room of you. Yeah, you guys can pile yourselves in.
Which one's the captain?
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
11sies.
Elevensies. Where does Elevensies go? Are you Elevensies?
Let me change him.
Oh no, he's brought inside.
Oh, there's
He's
Elevensies.
still alive.
El
He's just
Capitano.
unconscious.
Okay, I'm going to go next. I'm going to approach El Capitano for a word.
Yeah.
Are you here?
Did he say something?
He said, why are you here?
We're here to reprovision the expedition from the observatory, who is handling an archaeological dig at the temple. Why are you
There would
here?
be reinforcements coming, says the man. Says the professor.
I absently reach toward my gun as he says that. Who are you? Why are you here?
You hear the sounds of other, like, hammers on guns behind you.
I withdraw my hand.
I'm Captain Andahar.
Captain Andahar. Greetings, I am Sir Hilary Haggard.
His eyes twitch a little bit in recognition at that.
El Capitano, there is something... Those creatures were here for a reason. And we need to find out why if we're going to live and make it back out of here.
They will not hunt in the storm.
I can hunt anywhere.
They won't.
That would be foolish again of them, wouldn't it? You still haven't answered my question. Why are you here?
I'm doing my duty.
Your duty to whom? And why is your duty so important that you must come to this place? A place protected by primal spirits. One not taken very lightly to having people with guns here.
I follow with the word of the Shah, the man who died in your city.
I was not part of any... I do not take part in assassinations. I am not an assassin.
Staff will
I'm a
step
hunter.
forward.
I'm a hunter. I hunt things.
Hillary,
I kill things.
Hillary,
What?
I was there when he died. It wasn't us. We've been trying to track down his killers for a time now. We think we know who did it, but that means we're on your side. Currently.
Of course, we know who did it.
Oh. Who did it?
The bastardy jar!
Oh,
Searches.
no, they didn't do it either.
Can you say this?
I
They
did.
have taken the place in his palace.
No.
Ruler
I'm not here to debate politics. We are facing something far more serious than who's going to govern this country. There are creatures out there that can kill all of us with a simple twitch of their wrist.
Saf smokes
And I want to
she
know
can kill
why
she
they're
can kill
here.
everyone.
You are...
Because they've been offended by somebody in that temple. And I have doubts whether it was the archaeologists, since they are very careful about offending local spirits.
Oh yes, very careful. There was a preliminary expedition, says the professor,
Yes?
with a militia escort.
Militia escort from the Hajar?
Red Blades. From the Red
Oh,
Blades.
Red Blades were here. You were being protected by the Red Blades a long time ago?
Yes, we came here.
Mhm.
As this was an old outpost during the uprising.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware.
We were trying to repair the radios. Storm came and set back our work. Having to guard these puppets of Ostia delayed us. And now the rains are upon us. The beasts are awake. The floods will be here soon.
Who
We should pull-
woke
we should
the
pull
beasts? Why were they awakened?
They are beasts of the forest.
I'm well
They
aware of
cannot
that.
heed in stories.
I believe in those stories, and you've seen what I can do with a storm. There's something very wrong going on in this temple. And my suspicion is the Red Blades has something to do with it. I want to know what your men have done inside that temple.
My men have died, thanks to you.
I'm sure they have died because we're all going to die unless we can work together. You don't understand how much danger we're in right now.
Perhaps I'm merely not as fearful as you.
I laugh at the concept of fear. I have been to places that would chill and demolish your soul.
The botanist places a hand on your shoulder. She comes alongside you.
Calm down, Hillary.
We haven't heard word from our expedition in some time.
Where did they go? Beneath the temple?
Indeed. The doors shut behind them,
Mm-hmm.
and they have not opened.
How long have they been gone?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, jeez. Do we know do you have any previous explorations of the beneath the temple? Do we know what's down there?
I allowed who I did to enter the temple as a favor for hosting our prince.
Well,
I should not allow its defilement anymore. Your people being there are why the creatures rose.
we need to find out why so we can solve the problem. If we continue bickering, it's only going to make matters worse. What do either one of you know about what's gone on in that temple? I understand there's something that people have been gone for 2 weeks, and they're probably dead, I would imagine. We need to have some idea what's going on before we send a rescue party down, if in fact there's anybody still alive down there.
They had provisions to stretch just about this long, says the botanist.
Okay. And have these creatures made any appearance before this time?
On the periphery, says the professor.
How long have they been on the periphery? I noticed them on our way in here. Actually, I didn't. Someone else in our party did.
A little over a week. It was the first time we saw them.
Do you have any idea how deep the temple goes?
I will tell you what I know,
Okay.
says the captain. But I will tell only one of you.
I'm looking around to see if anyone else wants to volunteer to be the person to hear it.
Saf will
If not,
shrug.
what's it?
I'll hear it.
Okay, Saf, do you have any knowledge of Marrow West? Do you have any knowledge of the archaeology or spiritual history of this place? I do.
She narrows her eyes. Yes, but you're very, dramatic when you explain things. So maybe someone with a little more...
Are you
history on a wee
suggesting...
bit.
While these two are arguing, Theo's going to very slowly put up his hand.
All right, Theo, I admit Theo may degree of knowledge.
She
I say
kind of
reluctantly.
throws her hands up and she's like, I'm going outside. And she'll go sit in the room for a bit.
As you turn, there is one of the women outside keeps an eye on you.
The one with the the machete?
Yep.
Saf will, point her finger at the dead body and smile before going to sit and enjoying the rain.
You enjoy the rain. Then they're getting wet.
Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin, girl.
Captain calls out, and one of these men comes in here. Try not to kill him, he says.
Try not to what?
Kill him. And he looks over to you, Theo,
Mm-hmm.
and just flicks it, just gestures his head. For you to
God.
follow him.
Just give Cece's head a little stroke, and then he'll follow.
The botanist moves and then begins to examine her. As he leads you out, he stops for a moment, draws a machete from his side, and cuts a frond from one of the nearby palm bushes. He takes two of the frond's leaves and peels them down, and just sets the frond on his head like a hat, and tucks it underneath him, and so the water just runs off of the back of the frond.
That's quite clever, actually. He's gonna try and do the same.
All right.
Boy has glasses. He needs to see.
All right. Make a nature roll.
Nature. Glass. Where's my nature, actually? I don't think it's that good. Hurry up, please. 14.
Okay. All right. It's not quite as effortless as he makes it look, but you manage to catch up to him. And he walks underneath this statue.
Right, back to the map, Let's stay safe. My computer's being really slow today.
That's okay, I'll just move you, it's fine.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't even fucking see the map.
Do you know who you travel with?
A far sight more than you do, I would assume. They've been my companions for quite some time.
Do you know how many graves that hunter has to his name?
Would I have heard of that at all? With, like...
Probably not.
Okay. He'll adjust his glasses. I don't know, but... he's a good man. I'm not going to judge him by his past. He's proven to me on more than one occasion that he has a conscience. He does the right thing. And he's saved countless lives.
We are Rose Tawa, Red Blades. Because there is nothing. By the time you have spilled enough of it, nothing but blood. No duty, no honor can make up for it by the time you've spilled enough. There is no recompense.
I respect that. But it's not that law that Hillary lives by.
It merely
They're from two
is.
different worlds.
Not anymore. He saw to that.
Yes, well, I'll make my own.
You know what they
shall
said when the books came in Ostian? When my son was made to learn your tongue. You know what they said?
He'll shake his head.
This is your world now. But I get to say to you, this He gestures out to the dead lying in the heaps of the rain. Is your world too? When you laid those tracks, you brought us together. You made our worlds one. He's right. He's not an assassin. He's a butcher.
Be that as it may, what do you have to share?
They're not demons.
What's inside the temple, you mean? Or the creatures that just attacked us?
The creatures are not demons. They are creatures. But they are bidden.
Protectors?
Of a
The
kind.
temple?
They have instinct. Given to them on breaths. This place was built to commemorate a pilgrim. She walked to all 26 stones. The winds guided her. And it was here she was put to rest. This is a place of travel. Once. It was once a road that flowed through this place like a river. No more. That time is long past. During the uprising, the Hijjar took this place. They defiled it. I do not know what they used it for.
You can't even hazard a guess?
For the Hijjar?
Yes.
Nothing. Nothing is beyond the pale for them.
He's just thinking over what he's learning in his head. Knowing that, you know, the Hijjar are the protectors of oh my god, I can't remember a fucking Imparti, the ambassador. I'm just making a mental note of that. But he won't say anything more.
The rocks
What
are
do you know of what lies in the temple?
beyond memorial to her. I do not.
He'll put his hands on his hips. Okay.
He's a military man. If someone took you to an old English cairn or something like that, like pre-Roman, how much would you know?
Yeah, that's fair. So this is a warning.
Their guidance is old. The instincts. when the shaman spoke to them long ago, the Rock Soul, their purpose was clear. But now, the way they were meant to keep open does not exist. The foes they were meant to guard against have had no king and no name
Alright.
for generations.
Be right back.
He tells you that the Rock Saul were just creatures that were spoken with magic to their very instincts, to their very animal instinct core, and given instructions long, long ago. And now, generations of them later, they still operate on those instincts, even
So
when they don't
that's-
know why.
So that's what the creatures were.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. But as far as you know, they don't dwell inside.
No. Such a place is forbidden to such beasts.
Okay. Thank you. Is there anything more you'd like to share with me?
When you return, you should leave that man here. It's where he belongs.
He's not going to say anything to that. He'll put his arms at his sides, look at the ground for a moment.
Captain Andahar finishes his cigar. There are now rivulets of water flowing along the now mud paths.
I'll get back to them.
You know what?
I'll get back to them, he says. And he'll make his way back over.
He eventually follows, and you. A curious fashion choice. The men have taken to wrapping spare belts around the tops of their boots because of
Stop
the
water
mud.
from getting in. Yeah.
Yep. And to keep their boots from getting sucked off their feet.
Oh yeah. Ew. Thank you, Captain. And I'll step back inside.
When the weather breaks, we are leaving. We will tend to those we can here, make them ready for travel. How did you arrive here? Oh, that's right, he's still signing for something, I believe.
We came on an airship with supplies for the observatory expedition.
Are they waiting for you?
I can't remember, honestly, above table. Did they say they were going to wait for like a
You
day
guys
or
have
something?
a flare,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we do.
a red flare and a green flare.
Not necessarily. But we have means to contact them.
Well, then we will wait until the weather breaks and decide what to do then.
Him nod. Above table, before David while we're waiting for David to get back, I've worked out a couple of them, but I'm trying to work out the rest. So instinct is primal, right? And knowledge is arcane.
So, fun fact, they are like... There are 5 of them, and they do largely correspond. Like, they do largely go across. But they're not one-to-one. There are some things that... there's some things that an Ostian mage, or especially a clergyman, would call infernal, that someone from Endara would say is the breath of instinct.
So they're not one for one. That's interesting. But cool. I've been enjoying kind of trying to justify. Like, spirit's a funny one. I mean, I guess that could be divine.
Sometimes it is.
But then duty could also be divine as well.
Sometimes it is.
Ah, god damn. Am I close? At least.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's pretty much desire is infernal, duty is divine, and spirit is eldritch.
Represent. I'll be right back.
Oh, this just in. Lex made of paper.
I'm gonna upload this in 3 parts by recording.